Right friends, welcome back to Learn English in a Simple Way. This is the 5th session. As I have already told you, we will discuss some examples to make you clear about the concepts. So, this session is the last session as far as tenses are concerned. Next week, we will go ahead with the if clause, and now if you look at the things whatever we have learnt, we learnt about various situations, how to frame the sentences, how to understand both pertaining to present, past and future, and there are 12 types. These 4 pertaining to present tense forms, these 4 pertaining to past tense forms depending on various situations, these 4, that means this is the first one pertaining to future, this is the second one pertaining to future, then third case and the fourth one. So, these 4, that means total 12 cases we discussed, and now we are going to take some examples. Here you see the train will leave every morning at 8 a.m. So, here we already deliberated scheduled events, newspaper headlines and regular routine events, going for morning walk, such type of things go with simple present. So, here the train will leave every morning at 8 a.m. is wrong, it should be the train leaves every morning at 8 a.m. So, here one example, last time we have seen such type of examples. So, repeated actions, scheduled events, these things, newspaper headlines, they all take the form of you can say simple present, right. Look at the next one. Are you studying when she called you? Are you studying when she called you? Here one important aspect one should not forget is when she called you, everything is past event. Past event. Are you studying when she called you? We deliberated about past events. Past events, one linked with the other we have deliberated. So, momentary actions of the past progressive events generally not related to the present. So, now we are here, and when you look at the past action, so momentary action, how to indicate momentary actions? When she called you, she gave a ring probably yesterday. So, here were you studying is the right thing. So, they have to take the past form. So, were you studying and when she called you. So, these type of sentences we deliberated. When I reached his house, he was reading newspaper. Both will go in the past sense. One will go with the simple past and the other one will go with the past continuous. So, these type of sentences we come across. When I reached his house, he was doing homework. So, similar analogy, were you studying when she called you? Please understand, she called you. So, it indicates past tense. So, were you studying when she called you? Here look into this. Had there ever been a war in the 21st century? We are talking about 21st century. So, till date, here had is used. Had there ever been a war in the 21st century? So, you see, look at the Amitabh Bachchan example. Amitabh Bachchan has acted in 200 films. So, till date, he acted in 200 films. So, he started in 1969 and till date he is still acting, but if you count, he acted in 200 films. So, here has is to be used, not had. So, similar sense it will give. Has there ever been a war in the 21st century? So, the meaning or the sense is starting from 2000 right up to 2017, that means starting from the past, and he is linking this action with the present. So, therefore, it must be has. Has there ever been a war in the 21st century? Because we are talking about there is no war till now. So, something from the past, present, it is up to the present. So, therefore, we have to use has. Kamal studied Italian before he moved to Italy. Kamal studied Italian before he moved to Italy. Please recollect, when I reached the station, the train had already left. When I reached the station, the train had already left. When I arrived my friend's house last night, my friends had already left for movie. So, two past actions, please understand carefully, when two past actions are interlinked, one first happened, then the second event happened. So, the first event will take past perfect, the second event will take simple past. The first event past perfect, second event simple past. So, Kamal had studied Italian. Kamal had studied Italian before he moved to Italy. That is the right sentence. Please understand, these two are interlinked here. Past actions are interlinked. I will send you the information when I will get it. I will send you the information when I will get it. Here, two future actions. We have not deliberated this. In fact, we will see next week. But remember, when two future actions are there, here, I will send you the information when I get it. So, here when two future actions are there, one will take simple future and one will take just simple present. Please understand, when two interlinked actions are there related to future, then one will go with the simple future and the other one will go with the simple present, and which takes a simple future we will deliberate in the next week. We are going to discuss on these aspects. So, I will send you the information when I get it. When I get it, right? Look into the next one. They played cricket every Sunday. They played cricket every Sunday. Here, repeated or habitual actions will go with the simple present. They play cricket every Sunday is the right sentence. My son is doing his homework when I reached my home. These are two past events. When the father reached the home, then his son was doing homework. So, here my son was doing homework when I reached my house. So, reaching the house is a past incident, and at that time the momentary action was his son doing the homework. So, my son was doing the homework when I reached my home. So, please understand this concept, or please understand this concept. This is the incident when the person reached home, and this is a continuous activity of doing homework, and it is being indicated with the momentary action only. Please understand. She had not lost hope, and in the end she had found her baby. Please understand this sentence. This pertains to past actions. That means she had not lost hope. She was searching for the baby and finally she got the baby. So, this entire activity is searching for the baby. Quite sometimes she searched the baby without losing hope, and subsequently she found her baby. So, finding the baby is the next action. Searching for the baby was the previous action. So, the previous action will take past perfect and the subsequent action will take simple past. So, here she had not lost hope and in the end she found her baby. So, here two actions were there, one first action, the second one second action, both were past actions. One will take the past perfect and the second one will take past. The latest action will take past. Searching for the baby, initial action. Finding the baby is the second one. So, here the sentence says she had not lost hope and in the end she found her baby. Then continuous actions in progress. You see, it had been raining since yesterday. It has not stopped. it is continuous action going on. Under those circumstances, you have to go with present perfect continuous. So, here it has been raining since yesterday. So, it has been raining since yesterday, and this was the example which we discussed in the first or second lecture. So, continuous actions still in progress, they take this type of verb form. It had been raining since yesterday is wrong. It has been raining since yesterday. I celebrate my birthday at this time next week. You see here future action, but one important point here is at this time. Whenever you come across at this time means in future, that is going to be the momentary action, maybe at 2:30 p.m. or 5 p.m. or whatever it is. That is why it has to go with I will be celebrating my birthday. This should be I will be celebrating my birthday at this time next week. So, at this time future action, but momentary action, future momentary actions without giving any cognizance to when it started, from which time it is going, without giving any cognizance to that, you have to tell like this, I will be celebrating my birthday at this time next week. Literally speaking, it should be I shall be celebrating my birthday at this time, right. So, you have to use I shall be celebrating my birthday at this time next week, right. Look at the next one. MS Dhoni has been advertising for the brand promotion of Boost until his contract tenure completed. So, this was past action, remember, past continuous action, subsequently his contract tenure completed at one point of time, and subsequently he might have signed for some other firm, we are not sure, but here the right answer is MS Dhoni had been advertising. Please understand, MS Dhoni had been advertising for the brand promotion of Boost until his contract tenure completed. Please recollect the example what we have seen with Infosys and Microsoft, right. My brother had been working in Infosys till he joined Microsoft. Similarly, this sentence also you have to understand. Then we had been to Sydney, and please recollect here time is not mentioned, and if it is for the first time, when an item or when something happened for the first time or second time, you have to use this type of sentence, right. So, present perfect is to be used, then it has to be we have been to Sydney instead of we had been to Sydney, because some past linkage is not there. Maybe for the first time no timeline is given, no link is there. Under these circumstances you have to use we have been to Sydney, right. Then Jock and Rose had been living together since 1980. You see, they have not separated, they have not divorced. Here it is a continuous activity. Jock and Rose have been living together since 1980. Have been living together since 1980, right. So, please understand this, it is continuous action. I had been practicing yoga since my childhood. I have not stopped it. So it should be I have been practicing yoga since my childhood, right. So, these sentences please do not forget. So, here look at another one. This is similar to this. We have discussed that some action started, but still continuing, it has not stopped. So, you have to understand this from that concept. I have been practicing yoga since my childhood, right. So, these things please do not forget, and when you look at the next aspect, that is my sister will be studying in USA By 2020, by is different, at is different. When we discussed about one example, it was with at this time. At this time means it indicates a momentary action. So, it should be momentary action when at is there, but by this time is something different. We deliberated last time. So, my sister here will be studying in the USA, by should not come. So, this is the sentence to indicate momentary action, but here by means some activity has been completed by then. So, the right sentence should be my sister will have been studying in the USA, my sister will have been studying in the USA by 2020, right. It shows progressive action in future. So, please understand, if something is by and something is at, these two things very important. At that time, that indicates momentary action, by that time indicates some continuous action by that time, right. Then the next one is, he has travelled to Australia last year. One fundamental point is here timeline is here, last year, yesterday, childhood, like that. When timeline is given, it should be simple past. He travelled to Australia last year. We learnt number of times this. So, he travelled to Australia last year. Look at the next one. We have been flying for more than 6 hours till we reached Mexico. You see, one past continuous action interlinked with some other thing. Past continuous action. So, it should be we had been flying instead of have, it should be we had been flying for more than 6 hours till we reached Mexico, right. Suresh will be working in Indian Railways by 2019. So, here the important point is Suresh will have been working in Indian Railways by 2019. So, this analogy you have to see, that means it indicates some continuous future action, not momentary action. If I say at, that shows future momentary action, but if I say by means future continuous action, and if that action will be completed by that, then the sentence structure will be something different, right. So, here Suresh will have been working in Indian Railways by 2019. Then the next one is, water will freeze at 0 degrees centigrade is wrong. All of you are familiar with the historical facts, scientific facts, they go just like Amitabh Bachchan acts very well. So, water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. I had written a poem yesterday. When yesterday is given, it should be, it should not take this form. So, it should be I wrote a poem yesterday. When yesterday is there, it takes simple past. Next one is listen. So, we looked at so many examples. Listen, here it indicates present continuous action. Here you see, look, it is raining heavily. Similarly, listen, they are singing very loudly, right. Her English had really improved since 2012. It is similar to this one. Amitabh Bachchan has acted in 200 films. So, her English has really improved since 2012, because from 2012 it is up to present. So, it should be present perfect, linking with the present. If you worked hard, you will be successful. Here please understand, this is if sentence, we will deliberate next week. So, there are two future issues. One is interlinked with the other. If you work hard, you will be successful. Please correct this sentence. If you work hard, you will be successful. We are shifting to a new home at this time next year. So, here we are shifting to a new home at this time next year. So, here the right sentence will be, we shall be shifting to a new home at this time next year. Please understand, at this time, most important. We shall be shifting to a new house at this time next year, right. Then We had seen Taj Mahal in 2006, right here in 2006 is mentioned. So, therefore, we saw Taj Mahal in 2006. Next one is, while we were watching television, the telephone had rung. So, here while we were watching television, two past events linked, simultaneous actions, one is momentary. So, here while we were watching television, the telephone rang, right. She cooks a meal now. Here now, listen, all these things will take present continuous, and here she is cooking a meal now, right. So, things going on at present. So, we deliberated important examples. So, this ends today's class of this tenses. Before closing it, one thing I would like to tell you. So, here these are the present tense forms. These sentences are known as affirmative sentences. These sentences are affirmative sentences, and you can draw upon interrogative sentences and negative sentences. Please look into this. The boy cries. This is affirmative sentence. Does the boy cry? Does the boy cry? This is interrogative sentence. Then the boy does not cry. This is negative sentence. Affirmative, interrogative, then negative sentences. Like that, for each and every tense form, you can draw upon three. Here the boy is crying. Is the boy crying? The boy is not crying. So, the first one is the affirmative sentence, the second one is interrogative sentence, the third one is the negative sentence. Like that, for each and everything you can frame here three types of sentences for each tense form. Please look into this. Sachin Tendulkar played well, was playing well, had played well, had been playing well, and these are affirmative sentences in the past. And now if you want interrogative and negative sentences, please go through them. Did Sachin Tendulkar play well? Here, was Sachin Tendulkar playing well? Had Sachin Tendulkar played well? Had Sachin Tendulkar been playing well? So, please understand, here did, and if you look at here does will come or do will come, and here it is a did, and here it has taken had, was, and if you go back, it is simply shifting it, is, here has. So, this is the way of transforming them from affirmative to interrogative as well as negative sentences. If you look at the future, she will write UPSC exam, she will be writing UPSC exam, she will have written UPSC exam, she will have been writing UPSC exam. So, these type of sentences are affirmative, and you can frame, will she write UPSC exam? She will not write. Will she be writing UPSC exam? She will not be writing. Will she have written UPSC exam? She will not have written. Like that, you can frame interrogative and negative sentences. Right, friends, we came to the end of this lecture. Today, basically, we deliberated about revision of what we have learned during the first 4 sessions, and the 6th session next Monday, we will discuss about some new things. So, this series will continue, and please view this with attention, and this 5 number of lectures completes tenses. So, please do many exercises, you will find them easy. Please keep whatever we have made in schematic form in your mind, so that the subject will be very easy. Right, friends, have a nice day. We will meet once again with grammar next Monday. Thank you.